everybody, what's going on? Dr. Giggles, and it's Wednesday night's Grove Show. Yes, indeedy, yes, indeedy. What's up, Rich? What's up, everybody watching? Today's like a cool day because we celebrate the 200th episode on YouTube. I mean, some people remember the old Ustream days, but what's up, John? But today, it's the 200th episode, and I'm thankful to everybody for allowing us to keep doing these shows, you know, joining in, having fun all the time, and it's really, to me, it's a really good moment in time for me, so I'm just putting this out on my Facebook channel. My Facebook page, so that people will come home and watch the 200th Grove Show episode. It's a nice little catchy marketing tool. It's the 200th episode. Pretty badass. Alright, posted. We're good. Now we're ready to rock. Anyway, so, you know what? It's okay. You know, every time we try to hit like a milestone, like on the show, it never matches up with the subscribers. And you know what? I'm not mad at that. Here's the thing. As much as I would love to have like thousands and hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and someday we'll get there, at least thousands anyway. I mean, like anybody else, I would love to have millions of subscribers. Who wouldn't? But right now, at this moment in time, I'm really loving the community feel that we have and everything going on, and I really don't want to like ruin that with having all these other people that, oh, they found some video they liked. The masks thing, yeah, I've heard about that. I watched like a couple episodes last season or whatever. It seems pretty cool. But nah, it's all good. People watch what they gotta watch. I mean, we're still 10 away from hitting 800. I'm not at all upset about that. We'll get there. I mean, think about it. This time last year, I wasn't even at like 300. So the growth has been there. It's been awesome, and I'm really appreciative of to each and every one of you. And it's awesome. I know, I should have had balloons and confetti and stuff like that. I think maybe when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll do something crazy. Like maybe we'll have like a crazy live stream. I do have these huge, they're like this big, long confetti tubes. You know, you pull you twist it and it pops. I did that when, what do you call it? The Wicked Cyclone POV video hit 100,000 views. I mean, that was pretty badass, but yeah, I mean, it's all in fun, and we're gonna get this rolling and continue. So tonight, I didn't write my notes and print them out. I was so busy this week, so I did them. I typed them out. We got notes. We got things to talk about. So basically, what we're gonna be talking about is later on we're gonna talk about Fright Fest at Six Flags New England. The review of that, I think, is coming out tomorrow on the Hornapalooza channel. But it's all linked up on SFNEOnline's thing. And you're going to start seeing, if you notice, like if you watched, we posted the Awakening video tonight from this year's Fright Fest. If you look when the video starts, it shows the Hornapalooza logo. It has SFNEOnline on it. And then what the name of it is. We're going to be doing, during Fright Fest time and haunt time, anything that we do post on Six Flags New England is going to have that kind of thing. Because I just want people to know that exists. We're working on all kinds of crazy content. We're going to film a haunt this weekend, and so it's going to be awesome. But we're going to talk about Fright Fest. We're going to be talking about Clementon Park closing and all the drama surrounding that. Also, Jason in Paradise gave me a topic to talk about because he messaged me on Twitter this video about scare actors and like little kids in strollers and should they kind of take it easy on the kids, and I'll give my opinion on that because I have a strong opinion about this. I'm sure it might not be the opinion that most people would think, but I have an opinion on that. We're going to talk about Canopy Lake and the season passes now. Madame Tussauds in Orlando. We're going to be talking about the member, did I say that already? Member event at Six Flags New England for Fright Fest. We're going to talk about the upcoming Florida trip because there will be no Grove Show next week, but I need all of your input. And we'll go over that at the parks, and then you guys can let me know what you would like me to live stream or take pictures or whatever I can do. So that when we get to that point, we're going to do that after we talk about Fright Fest. So that way, you know, I know not everybody can go to all these places. and it's going to be a great trip. It's actually the first family trip that I've taken with Jessica, I, and the kids, and since we met. We haven't had a family trip since the day we met, so this is the first one. It took 3 years, but hey, it's all good. We're going to talk about, what else do I got on here? I got a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, the new Six Flags survey about their indoor attractions. And I think that's all I had, plus whatever we all talk about. And I'm also on the fence about buying a Fun Spot Orlando, the season pass. I'm on the fence about that. I think I might, after the show, purchase that. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're going to be doing all that kind of stuff. I gotta, I'm going to talk about The Awakening and give my thoughts on Fright Fest, because everybody knows, if you watch all the videos from last year about Fright Fest, I really reamed the park about it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very vocal, and sometimes I feel bad for the amount of trash talking that I do to the park, like to Pete Carmichael, to Jen McGrath, like and it's not like I'm doing to be like, oh, Fright Fest sucks and you guys are shit. I don't do that. I don't, I'm like, look, this is good, this is bad, this is how you fix it. And they actually like it because they take my notes, and I think they're finally slowly starting to listen to me. And we'll get into that too, because it felt good to see the things that I saw at Fright Fest and all that. Well, John, just so you know, it's a small world. Jessica was like, we got to ride that. I'm like, cool. I said, I'll just do my yearly tradition. Everybody knows it's usually when I go to IAPA, because I'll be going to that again in November. When I go to IAPA, on the first night of IAPA, I leave IAPA to get to Disney World to get there so that I can get inside Mickey's Christmas party by 4 o'clock when you can get in. And everybody that pays attention, if you do, I do a live stream on Facebook, on the SFNEOnline Facebook page, and all I do is POV, it's a small world, and trash talk the entire ride, because I hate that ride. I went the first time I went with Dave, because Dave was like, oh, let's go ride it. And then I came with the idea, I'm like, hey, let's just trash it because the ride sucks. I can't stand the song. I can't stand it. It's awful. It's creepy, too. And then when I went with you-know-who last year, that you-know-who absolutely positively loves that ride. So I was like, good, we'll ride it. I'll trash talk it. Now, Jessica wants to watch this, go on this ride. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to continue with my yearly tradition. As a matter of fact, I went and bought this big, giant, ridiculous battery charger. And I have a couple other ones I'm just going to charge up. What do you call it? So I can keep my phones charged, so I can live stream, so I can do things. And Kate, it was awesome meeting you. That was funny. I bumped into her during Fright Fest, and it was great to meet her. I met so many awesome people, fans of the show. On Sunday, it was all like, I don't consider myself like a YouTube celebrity or nothing like that. I just I just love Six Flags New England and the show and all that. So it's just nice to be recognized, and Jessica and everybody was getting a kick out of all the different people and all that. Even one of the scare act people that was doing the lines at the Twisted Tales there was like, oh, you got the YouTube channel, and I met Kate, very, very nice person. If you ever happen to meet Kate, very nice. She's a very nice lady. I enjoyed the little bit of a conversation I had with her. I met, I think, right in the beginning, right when we got there, I think I was in a gift shop and I met this guy named John. I saw Avery Henny, that has the Avery Henny TV show. I met Kate. I met the lady at the thing, and I met somebody else at some point, and I don't remember who. I'm not usually good with names. I suck at that, but it's just great meeting people, because people are cool. It's just nice to know that even if there's even one person out there that likes what I do, makes my day happy. So, but it was great. Autograph. I was very disappointed. Seems like you will at least get one thing of coaxium on Smuggler's Run, but you can get two. What's up, Nicholas? What is it? Otter Girl says, very disappointed in the Fright Fest shows. I only saw maybe 5 zombies within a half hour, and that's not their fault. What day did you go, Otter Girl, to Fright Fest? Because I was there Sunday. The day was kind of slow, but I don't know. My experience was a little bit different than... I don't know. In my opinion, I thought... Yeah, I'll get into that in a little bit. I want to blow through the news and all that good stuff. So, all right. So I keep looking for the paper for the news. I want to get through the news because I know that Fright Fest is going to be a hot topic, and everybody's probably wondering what I really think. So let's just break it down. So let's start with the Six Flags survey. They have there was a new survey that went out talking about the indoor centers. You know, we've been talking about, like with the trampolines and wall climbing and all that. So they got various names and stuff. So let me pull up. Jason in Paradise sent me this on Twitter as well. I didn't like pay attention. Shame on me. But where is it? Where did I save it? I thought I saved it. Did I not save it? Hey, let me go to the message quick, so I can get this. All right. Save image as downloads. We'll just call this Six Flags Indoor. Okay. So let me try and pull that. Oh, wait, maybe it's down here. Maybe. Oh, wait. No. Where the heck? Jeez. Where, can I, where the hell? Oh, let's do this. Oops. I know, this is like boring for everybody. I'm trying to find... Where the hell did it go? Oh, wait, did I put it there? No. Where did I put it? Wow. That's weird. Oh, wait. Show in folder. Where is the folder? Oh, that's why, because it's not a file that it can, Okay. It's there. So I wonder if I do that. I know I'm, like, wasting time and... all media types. It's not gonna take that. But anyway, I'll just read it off anyway. I know, instead of wasting time. So there was it says you know, they wanna include climbing walls, indoor go-karts, trampolines, zip lines, even e-gaming. They pitched 10 different name ideas. So these are the 10 names that they've chosen. Six Flags Family Fun Center, Six Flags Adventure Park, Six Flags Fly Zone, Six Flags Amusement Center, Six Flags Trampoline Park, Six Flags Indoor Thrill Park, Six Flags Air, Six Flags Indoor Thrill Zone, Six Flags Thrill Zone, Six Flags Adventure Zone. Honestly, if I was going to choose, I would say Six Flags Adventure Park. That would be what I would pick. Yeah, I did Nightmare. The Fright Fest was awesome. If you're talking about me, Jay Kite, I don't know. Colorado should get a B&M sit-down called Outlaw Run. Everybody's doing some cool things. So, anyway, that's what I would think. Like, that's what I would pick if I was going to do it. In a sense, I would hope that Six Flags would not dive into this. I mean, I'm all for them expanding and doing things, but I think Six Flags needs to watch out. And I've been talking to a lot of people lately. That's a park I've never been to, George, Discovery Kingdom. It's on the bucket list to get there within the next couple of years, though. I definitely have to. Yeah, I heard about that, Jay. They didn't redo really much on the Boomerang. Yeah, because you know, like when Marcus told me that they refurbed the Boomerang there because it's like one of the most popular rides, which is weird, but whatever. And so yeah, it's weird. So my thinking on this whole Six Flags thing is, I think they're expanding, going too fast, and if they don't watch out, they're going to end up in trouble. Because I mean, I know it doesn't really cost a whole ton to open these places. It really doesn't. You know, for as much as the big crazy flat rides you can open up, maybe $1 million or $2 million, you can open up a huge center and get to places that, you know, you wouldn't build a new park. It's cheap to get them open, and you can invest in them. And I get it. And I know Six Flags is trying to expand and try to get into different markets and stuff. But I'm telling you, they have a hard enough time taking care of what they do have. So adding this, and I get it, you want to be on top of your game. You want to get in there while the getting's going. I mean, look at what Disney did when they had Disney Quest and they opened up, and then now they're all gone. You know, they try to be like, you know, like a new Chuck E. Cheese type of thing, and it just didn't work out. So if they're going to do it, I hope they do it right, and maybe they'll throw one over here in Rhode Island. I mean, I know it's a New England market, but we really need something. If they do happen to do it, they should open up a nice big one over here in Rhode Island. There's plenty of places to put one in because we ain't got nothing. We got nothing. Rhode Island sucks. But yeah, so hopefully if they go ahead and do this, we'll be here, John. Hopefully if they go and do this with this indoor attraction thing with Six Flags, that they do it properly, they take care of it. Because honestly, what I think they should do is they have like, 18 parks or something with all the water parks and stuff like all together. I would cut that number in half. And then you could focus on maintenance, I'm not saying you got to and they could franchise the FECs and own them. That'd be a good money move. But I think in their current state, they should take the bottom 9 things and get rid of them, or whatever. Take the bottom half, or just take all your parks you got and just cut them in half. And you know, because it seems like the top 5 or 6 Six Flags parks is, you know, like Magic Mountain, Great Adventure. Seems Great America. I know Six Flags New England is usually 5 or 6. And then it's usually like over Texas or Fiesta, Texas or Georgia, somewhere in there. You know, are you big like 5, 6 around there, somewhere in there. And I always thought, yeah, I saw that Defunct Land. That's what made me think about the Disney Quest thing. But they need to do something. They need to get rid of parks. How you do that and what you do and how you decide, that's what you do. Because right now, because obviously they're not doing something right. And hear me out on that. If they wanted to like really like take care of their parks. Hey, what's up, Jeremy? He'd like to say that he's better than a package of hot dogs. Cool. So funny. So anyway, so like I said, I think if they had less parks, they could focus on the beautification of parks, better maintenance, taking care of the wood coasters, getting the painting done. Now, I'm not saying you got to add giga coasters and big giant crazy coasters. You don't have to do that. You can add what's needed for the market that you're in. Having too much, you're spreading yourself too thin, you ain't got a lot of money. Because if they were doing it right, they wouldn't have... I mean, everybody's got debt. We all know that. All the parks have debt. Even Disney, Universal, Cedar Fair Park, they all got debt. They all carry debt. It's all on how you take in your money, how you take care of that. There's a whole formula to take care of it. And right now, Six Flags is doing okay on that, but they don't have... For some reason, they're just going in this weird direction where they go, we're just going cheap. No, it's okay to go cheap. And, you know, I was talking to Cody yesterday, and I said, hey, look, what I'm thinking is what they're doing is, instead of spending that $20 to $30 million on a giga coaster or a big coaster or whatever, they're spending 7 to 12, you know, on these little Raptors and all these other little things. And they're getting the same amount of uptick in people coming in with their marketing. You know, like you're getting the same. So, in a sense, because we got to remember this, I'd love to know. I mean, I don't know how many of you are in here are like this that always say you need a coaster every year, and I'd like to know, for those that get mad when a coaster comes in, I would love for you guys in this chat right now to tell me what it is that every year you want a coaster, and even when you get a coaster, you still want a coaster the next year. I like to understand everybody's thinking, because what I notice is, and that's why it's not, you're not going to get a coaster every year. For right now, the days of getting these big giant things are over for now. That's what I'm noticing. If you can spend $7 to $12 million instead of $20 to $30 million, and you get the same uptick in attendance, well, a smart business move is to spend the $7 to $12 million, not the 10 to 30. I mean, 20 to 30. 20 to 30 million, you're building these big coasters. You're throwing a bone to put yourself on a map, you know, to the enthusiasts, getting everybody riled up. Oh, we got a big giant ride. That's all you're doing. You're not. And if you realize this, a lot of the general public, while they eat it up, some are totally afraid to go ride these big monstrosities and crazy rides. So remember, keep that in mind. That's why it's like I laugh when I see all these people screaming and yelling all over social media on all these connoisseur pages, and they think they're all know-it-alls, and they're the know-all, the bee's knees, and they just go, roller coaster, oh, I didn't get one, you suck. You know, it's like, dude, you're an idiot. I laugh at each and every single person who does. And just so you know, I don't care, but anybody who's crying about not getting a gigger, or this ain't a gigger, or you're arguing over something, you're an idiot. An idiot. I mean, I would not consider myself a coaster enthusiast. I would consider myself a theme park enthusiast or amusement park enthusiast. I care about the whole package. The shows, the flats, the coasters, the shows, the food. It's not just about, don't get me wrong, I love a good roller coaster like anybody else. I do. I love them just as much as all you guys do. But you got to look. I'll use Six Flags. I mean, I could use any park in New England with the holes, but since we're on a Six Flags kick here, let's use New England as an example. There are a lot of holes to fill in that park. There are a lot of, you know, we've lost a lot of rides. We all know why. And we don't need another coaster. Not for a while, anyway. We don't. I know we all want that, you know. We all want that launch coaster. We all want that Giga coaster, some big crazy coaster. We want another Superman or another Wicked Cyclone. Right now, that's not going to happen. Right now, not now. It will eventually. That's why, oh, and just so you know, you're going to laugh. Saturday, I don't know what time on Saturday, but I made a Six Flags New England 2021 prediction video. Cody suggested it. There'll be two more. One later on next year, and then one like right before the announcements are being made. So we'll keep that in mind for now anyway. So yeah. So we're just gonna, it's just for fun. It's not meant to whatever, but you'll understand my thinking, because I still think next year is going to be water park. And I think that 2022 is going to bring you a coaster. I don't think it's going to be anything gigantic. No, I would love, and I say this all the time, I would love, speaking of that, J Kite, I would love if Six Flags, like even at New England, would take a year off of attractions. Now, I mean, no flat rides, no water park rides, no nothing. I want them to do kind of like what Magic Mountain is doing for next year. Upgrade Holiday in the Park. Upgrade Fright Fest. You know, paint some rides. Do some upkeeping on the building. Like really like make the park shine. Like I think it's this, I'm telling you, this new attraction every year is really like hurting everything. I truly believe in my heart of hearts. How many of you remember back in the day when they weren't doing this? Sometimes you get like a stupid little, like, all right, remember when they did the Mr. Six Splash Island? That was like, what, 2010 or something like that. I forgot what the hell they call it now. It's not Mr. Six Splash Island. But you got like nothing. And then they worked on other stuff. We didn't always get like these crazy attractions every year. You'd go a year and you wouldn't get anything. Then they would just work on the park or whatever. You know, coming Six Flags Discovery Kingdom Fright Fest. You know, I would love to see Fright Fest at other... I mean, I've never done Great Adventures. I've done America and DC, and I've done New England. So those are the only Fright Fests I've done myself. Yeah, I mean, they really... if I owned a company... Say I was the CEO of Six Flags. I would... You know, we've talked about this. I would definitely take some years off, you know, every so many years off to make sure everything's up to snuff. Make sure things, you know, you invest properly. You know what I mean? Like, like, look at what Lake Compounds has done. The last major attraction that they got was Phobia. That was like 2015, 16, something like that. Around there. That was... Hey, what's up, Jason? That was the last attraction that Lake Compounds is getting. Now they're getting what I believe to be a nice water slide. Lake Compounds has been doing tons of upgrades. They had to fix Boulder Dash because the track was tearing itself apart in a triple up. So now it's just got the airtime hill at the end. Then the trains collided on Boulder Dash. Plus all the work they've been doing on Wildcat, the new train. They spent, according to Jerry Brick, and I've said this before, they spent enough that they could have put a brand new wood coaster of Wildcat size between the trains and all the woodwork and the new motor and everything for that ride. They could have put a brand new, like medium size wood coaster there. It's not, it's kind of smallish. You know, it's probably like around Thunderbolt size, probably. A little bigger. I don't know what the track length between the two are, but you get what I'm saying. Regardless, it's not huge. It's not tiny. It'd probably be a probably $4 to $7 million wood coaster. They probably spent that much between two new trains, all that wood, and they're still working on it. Hey, what's up, Larry? So yes, Lake Compounds has had to deal with a lot of, what they call capital improvements, and all Six Flags has been doing is ride. It takes the excitement away. I mean, it's like exciting to see, but then it falls away fast. It's already forgettable, and who cares? You know, like I'm excited for what comes here. I mean, I like the rides that. I'll be honest. I thought 2020 ride announcements was pretty solid. I know I'm in the minority on this, but I think it was pretty solid. Like there wasn't like a ton of clones. There was not huge investment. There was water park attractions, flat rides, and one coaster at Great Adventure. Unless I'm missing something. But you get what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, you know? So I think Six Flags needs to cool it. It's okay to have an off year and just update your parks, update the events, because I think, Holiday in the Park could be expanded a little more, add more lights, add more stuff. Fright Fest can always use more updates, more this, more that, So I feel everything always needs, updating. It'd be nice, paint some rides, take care of some stuff that you kind of put off that really needs some maintenance and stuff. Take care of it then. That's what I think. I mean, that's what I think in my opinion anyway. I don't know about what anybody else thinks, but that's what I think. And Jason Paradise, yeah, we talked about the FEC thing already. All right, so let's go to Canopy Lake Park. Surprise, surprise. We've all been asking. We're finally getting season passes at Canopy Lake Park. Nobody ever thought that was ever going to happen in a million years, and they finally broke down and decided that season passes are now in the future. Now, the only place to get your 2020 passes is to visit the Welcome Center. It's located in the center of the park behind Kittyland. To take advantage of the in-park special, the person listed on the pass must be present for the transaction to take their photo. Anyone purchasing a 2020 season pass gets the rest of Screamfest 2019 for free. We anticipate the passes being available to purchase online in the coming weeks. They got two types of season passes. They got the 2020 season pass with blackout dates. And then they have the 2020 Platinum season pass with no blackout dates. The Welcome Center accepts Visa, MasterCard, American Express only. We do not have cash sales. Want to add a front-of-the-line screen pass? No problemo. So, here's what you get for your 2020 season pass. They're only available in park at the moment. So it says 2020 season pass is valid for park admission any operating day in 2020. Blackout dates apply. The 2020 season pass is blacked out on Saturday and Sundays in July and August, as well as Saturdays during Canopy Lake Park Screamfest. The regular price is $139, but our in-park special is $99. The pass is non-transferable, non-refundable. Anyone purchasing just talking about getting Screamfest. Now, they have the Platinum Pass. Regular price is $199, in-park special $159. There's no blackout dates whatsoever, so you can go anytime you want, and you get the Screamfest as well. So I think this is going to be huge for Canopy Lake. I think you're going to see, Aquaman side. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the mouse. Oh, yeah, and the Green Lantern, really, see? Some of these rides are forgettable. So anyway, I think you're going to start seeing an uptick in busyness in Canopy Lake. It's probably going to be good for them because people are going to jump on that because everybody's paying 30, 40, 50, but whatever it is, a ticket to get into Canopy Lake, and now you can get passes. And you can go whenever you want. Well, depending upon which pass you get, but I know there's some of you out there that don't live anywhere near here and don't give two craps about Canopy Lake, but just for those that live outside of New England, it's a great little family park. It has a lot of charm, nostalgia. It's got some old, classic flats. It's got some cool rides. And they just finally started with the little water park stuff that they started with. For those prices, even if you paid full price for their Platinum Pass at $200, it's still worth it. You go like what, 3 times? If you went 4 times, it paid itself off. Cause I think it's like $45 if you buy them at the gate. I did that this year. I bought them at the gate because it was on a whim we went. So I think that's going to be huge. I feel it's going to be busier. They're going to make a killing on this. It's crazy that they're doing it. Everybody's been like, when is Canopy Lake getting a season pass? Yeah, free parking. The price is worth it. You know what I mean? That's a killer deal. I know a lot of people outside of New England have no clue. Maybe you guys out, down south and out west have no idea what Canopy Lake is. But it's definitely worth every penny for those prices. So, I'm thinking about it. I don't know yet. I might. All right, so Madame Tussauds. This is going to kind of fall into the upcoming Florida trip, but starting on October 5th, which is the Saturday, not this Saturday, the following Saturday, while I'm in Florida, they're going to have the 6 James Bond and wax figures for a limited time engagement starting October 5th. So I might actually get to check that out. I love going to Madame Tussauds. You guys that follow any pictures that I post always see me doing some crazy stuff with wax figures. For some reason, me and wax figures, the wax figures brings out the 2-year-old in me, and I start, I remember, Jennifer Aniston, Madonna, and some of the other chicks that are, within the wax figures. I'm always grabbing the boobs, and, it's just me being a kid, and I love it. I know some people be like, oh, yeah, little dingy doggy, and, but yeah, I love messing around with wax figures. Yeah, everybody's going to Orlando because I've seen so many. One of Tim Holleran from Coaster Crew that owns Coaster Crew, he just moved to Orlando. So, and I think Dave and Jody, Dave that's been on the show a few weeks ago, he got to Florida today. They're at Fun Spot in Kissimmee right now, And I'm meeting up with them, I believe, on Tuesday. I got to find out from his wife, Jody, if they're going to Mickey's Not So Scary. Because we're going to go, we're doing Volcano Bay together, and we're doing fun spots together, you know, while we're out there. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. It's going to be different. We're not going to have the pain in the ass around, which is nice. So, yeah. And little Cadence, she's 4. It's my little buddy. She was laughing today, you know, a little while ago before I did the Grow Show, and she told Mommy to tell me that to get down to Florida now, but I can't. I still got to work. Kids got to go to school, and my plane ticket's for Tuesday. But I will be in Florida on the Tuesday. So that'll be fun. So we'll get into a little bit of that because, again, I'm going to need all you guys' input on Florida. Need the input. I know a lot of times I ask for the input, and you guys don't give me the input. And then when I don't film something or take certain pictures, you go, why didn't you do that? Well, nobody told me. I don't read minds. All right, so so let's talk about Clementon Park. That came out of left field. See, first, I mean, I heard a little rumbling of this like last week or the week before. They were talking about the park selling tickets to a fall festival, and then, you know, park closes. Like, it just closed. Social medias are shut down. All that stuff gone. So everybody was just like, what's going on? Like, they just closed for the season, or they closed for good. I haven't seen an official report. There's a lot of rumors swirling around that they just closed up. That's it. We also heard because Premier Parks owns Clementon, and also, speaking of that, they have a few, like 3 other parks, like water parks and stuff, that they're getting ready to sell. They haven't added, since they took over these parks, they haven't added any attractions. They talked about it, never did it. So they must be doing pretty bad and don't have the capital to invest. So they're probably like, I'm getting out of this. I mean, I wish I had the money to buy a park, even like a little one, and just build it up slowly and make it my own and have some fun. Like, I think it would be awesome. But again, I don't have that kind of dough. So I can't. So anyway, so right now there's a rumor that Premier handed the keys of the kingdom over to the bank because they basically defaulted on their loans or whatever. So nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows if it's ever going to reopen. Nobody knows if anybody's going to buy it. Nobody knows. And honestly, I don't know if anybody really cares. I mean, I know Lindsay there cares because he loves Hellcat. Let me put it this way. In its current state, the last time I rode it was 2015. And right now, at its current state, I would never ride it again. Ever. Never, ever, ever, ever would I ever ride it again. Now, if somebody went and did a complete overhaul on it and made it nice, smooth as glass, all right, we could talk. Oh, my input, what do you call it? My input, the input that I'm looking for, what do you call it? You know, if there's certain things when I go over the park when I'm in Florida, things that people want to see, like if you want me to go live, you want me to get video of a certain ride, certain shows, certain something at whatever I'm at in Florida that, you know, you might be keen, you know, if anybody wants to see. Because, like, you know, there was already a suggestion made to do my annual It's a Small World Trash the Ride thing, you know. Hey, thanks, Charles. So, stuff like that. So, anyway, back to Clementon in Hellcat. I honestly, an investor is looking to buy the RI Water Whiz. That RI Water Whiz is a joke. I mean, unless they can save it and build it back. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, add more stuff to Water Whiz. If not, it's time to get a big piece of land in Rhode Island, if there is any, and build something. Whether it's a water park, a FEC, a little amusement, something. Something we need. Anything. But yeah, so, yeah, that was Clementon. I mean, when I went, that park was a pile of crap. Now, I hate to talk. I try not to talk bad. There were certain instances I like to bust chops. there are sometimes I trash talk. I'll admit that. But that coaster sucks. The park sucks. Like, I remember riding the Ferris wheel, and I was like, I wanted to get off as it came around. Like, I felt it was just going to, like, come off its supports and roll down the street. Like, I just couldn't get into that park. I mean, it's small. I don't know. It's just crappy. I'm being good today, John. Bad. I don't know who that is. I don't know who's bad. But no, I'll be in Florida Tuesday. What is that, October 1st? And then I come home on the 6th. Only there for, 4 days? What? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Come home on the 6th day. So I'm there 5 days. That's okay. It's okay. Okay. All right, so there's a membership day for those going to Six Flags New England for Fright Fest. This looks really good, but I can't go because I'll be in Florida. So if anybody's going for 100% sure, hit me up. I may have you try to get some info and see how this membership thing is. Anyway, so Saturday, October 5th, they're hosting a frightfully fun event just for our Gold Plus, Platinum, Diamond, and Diamond Elite members. All members are invited to experience a trick-or-treat trail from 12:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. One walkthrough per member. Visit the River's Edge Picnic Grove from 5 to 6 p.m., where all members can enjoy exclusive screen time and our all-new Nightmares. No wristband necessary, along with a zombie meet and greet in the pub. Members can also enjoy discounts on single-day premium wristbands. Then continue the Screams after hours with exclusive ride time from 11 to 11:30 p.m. on Terror Twist, Fireball, and Voodoo Vortex. Make sure you have a valid membership card to participate. That's kind of awesome, minus Fireball. That's the teacups and Kontiki all done up for Halloween with lights and darkness and effects and stuff. It's pretty cool. I love it. I remember we all kept begging the park to add that because that was pretty awesome. I remember that. We were all like, come on, get it done. Let's do this. You know? So, yeah. All right, so let's talk Fright Fest. Fright Fest. Everybody knows I'm very vocal because I love Halloween. I love haunted houses. And everybody knows that I've been kind of like attacking Six Flags, publicly, to their face. Like, I mean, not like total, like throw it in the trash and start over kind of thing. But I've been on this kick where I keep trying to push and push and push to get them to realize that, hey, you need to like kind of up your game because everybody else is doing something better and you're like way down here. Like if I'm gonna take examples of haunts don't worry about the experience of going. I'm talking just thematically. Don't even worry about the actors in this comment for those that have been to the haunts. Look at Midnight Mansion, Slasher Circus, now Nightmare, even Twisted Tales in the Wicked Woods. Those are really done well. I mean, they're not like Halloween Horror Nights well, but for Six Flags and their known history, this is really good. Like, they've done a really good job. Like, it's really good. Now, I think really where a lot of people hate Fright Fest is a few things. One, they never had a lot of actors in the haunts. You'd see one here and there, right? They weren't like jam full of actors. I think we can all agree on that. I don't know about the scare zones because I didn't do them. The scare zones are getting terrible. I wrote Jen an email and I said, your weak spot is, in fact, your scare zones. Connieville's awesome. I do like Slaughter Hollow. The rest need to be redone, redo, ripped out, thrown away, something. Add props, add actors, add something other than just what you have. Because it kind of sucks. Now, I always take into consideration that with opening weekend, it's never a completed Fright Fest. And I don't know how many people realize this. It's like they've got it done, right? But they're still they're still hiring actors. They're still adding theming because one thing I noticed, if you noticed last year, over the gazebo, like where they do the Christmas lights last year, they had the lights on for Halloween. They were not on Sunday. I don't know if somebody forgot to turn them on or they weren't ready to be turned on. I don't know. I don't know yet, but what I will say, before I start like getting into individual things, I'm going to give you my opinion and thought about what I thought about Fright Fest. I'm going to go more deeper into it, into the review that comes out, I believe, tomorrow. But here's my initial reaction about Fright Fest. It's actually probably one of the better Fright Fests than over the last like 3 or 4 years. And let me tell you this. The new show, Hell's Bells, I was very skeptical. Hey, you have a good night. Yeah. Rich, like I said, if you just pay attention to Facebook, maybe Twitter, I'll probably do some stuff on it. I'll try anyway. I can't promise. But some live stuff from the parks that I'm at and stuff like that. So that way I can still be, you know, kind of with everybody, you know? So, yeah. Anyway, so with Fright Fest, Hell's Bells, I went in with open mind. Didn't really know what to... Hey, I'm doing great. How are you, George? I had, like, no expectation. I didn't know what to expect. I know it was story-based, and it was some show, and then, like, I got to see it. And matter of fact, we're releasing that video Friday morning. For those that haven't been, you want to watch it? Watch it. If you don't want spoilers, don't watch it. But you'll be able to watch it on Friday. I actually enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the main character that you see in the beginning, I will say she's got one hell of a voice. Wow, we might see one of the singers tonight. Martin Short might be... Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that show's interesting. The Masked Singer. I always got a kick out of it when they were unveiling the people. I thought it was pretty neat. You know, because you never knew. Martin Short's the man. I love that guy. In any case, so with Fright Fest, Hell's Bells is definitely worth the watch. You'll be able to see that Friday. We're releasing that on YouTube on Friday. We watched Midnight Uprising. Now, what I'm going to say is I'm not a huge fan of dancing shows. I just don't care. You know, like Jessica likes to watch Dancing with the Stars, and people like to, you know, people are like, oh, I want to, you know, whatever they like to do, you know, whatever dancing that they like to do, whatever it is. I really don't care. That's not my thing. It's kind of like, you know, with Jimmy and Danielle's wedding coming up next month, and then my wedding coming up next year, that everybody's like, oh, dance. I'm like, well, no, I don't. I mean, I have to do that, you know, the first dance with Jessica. I'm cool with that. Other than that, I don't care. I don't dance. Like, those that know me, when I was doing Dr. Giggles, like doing the horror rap thing, I didn't dance. I might have jumped up and down, you know, like House of Pain, and pumped my fists and I wasn't dancing. I don't dance. I'm white. I don't have any rhythm. Every time I tried to, like, dance and doing stuff, I used to, like, fell over. You know, I just don't. I can slow dance. I got that little slow little, you know, kind of thing going. But then I can, like, grab Jessica's butt when we're doing that dance kind of thing, you know. Be like, you know, that's the only moves I got. I got no moves. I mean, I don't care. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure when I was, like, drunk when I was younger, I probably danced like an idiot, you know. But regardless of that, you know, Jessica said that, and Alyssa said that, oh, there was a couple people that were, like, really good. Why is high school getting weird for you now? Because you actually have to do work. You better be doing your English work, buddy. I'm scolding my kid about he didn't do his English homework. He's, like, failing English, and I got an email from the teacher. And then I called him yesterday because he was at his mother's house. So I was like, you better do your work. I was yelling at him on the phone. Well, not really yelling at him, but like, dude, you got to do your homework. I'm like, you're going away next week. Come on, like, do your work. Stop being lazy. All he wants to do is play a stupid Borderlands game. So now I got a fix for that. Yeah, buddy. See, I got on my phone, right? There's, where is it? Oh, yeah, look. I don't know how much you can see, if you can see this at all. But this is the Verizon app because I have Verizon. So I can go to internet. I can go to, Where is it? Where's the devices? Wait, am I in the wrong thing? No. I don't know. Anyway, this parental stuff. That's... Oh, it's... Wow, what's going on here? I might have to do something here. Oh, probably because I'm streaming. I can't do anything right now. Okay, I get what's going on. Anyway, so I can hit in each individual device that's attached to my Wi-Fi and go disable, 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 disable. So what I'm going to do is until he does his homework and shows me that his work's done, his internet to everything is shut off. And then he can get it back. He has to earn it back every day. I love technology when it comes to that. You can totally... I do it to the kids all the time. You know, if I'm in like if I'm having like a bad day, you know, or if I'm just trying to make myself happy and be funny, I'll go in there and I'll turn the internet off on Alyssa and Jeremy. It is hilarious because then they start freaking out because they can't do anything. They can't play Xbox. They can't go on the tablets or laptops and nothing. They get pissed off. It's funny. If anybody at home does that, if you want a good laugh, do that to your kids or people in your house. Watch them freak out when they lose their internet. It is awesome. It really is. It's a good laugh. Do it. Whoever's got... I think Cox Cable does it too. I don't know what you guys got down south and out west. But I'm telling you, if you could do it to somebody, do it. It's hilarious. But anyway, so back to Fright Fest. Go check out Midnight Uprising. That is coming out... I think that one's coming out tomorrow on SFNE on this YouTube channel. The review is coming out on the Haunapalooza podcast channel. There's like a bunch of videos coming out between now and Monday. There's tons of them. So, yeah. There's tons of stuff. So that was good. I watched that like dance party thing at the end of the night. And you can see... Oh yeah. It's like show and tell time too. So let me go back. Let me take it back. Here's a picture of Hell's Bells. So this is like the end of the show. See the chick that's got her arms up? That's the chick I said that could really sing. I mean, everybody else does really good. And, you know, it's kind of like the same kind of format, like popular songs that sing, but it goes along with a story. There's a whole story. You can watch it. I'm not going to tell you the story. It's an interesting story. It's actually pretty good. I didn't... hang on. I'm just going to pull up one... or maybe a couple photos of Midnight Uprising. Let me do that real quick, just so you get an idea of what's going on here. Oh, wait, can I see bigger? I need to see bigger because it's little, so I want to see... All right. I'm trying to find like a decent... We'll do that one. I'll wait for the hard drive to do its thing. It's running slow. Or maybe not. What are you doing there, fool? It's going slow. I don't know what's... all right. So here is... this is the same stage that they use for The Awakening. Same stage set for The Awakening. They utilized this stage set more for this show than The Awakening. But, yeah, there's just monsters and stuff. It's dancing to the music and stuff. And there's people that they're going crazy. And, so, yeah. And then we got... wait. No, like, you know, like, look at this. This is the beginning of The Awakening. Like, they're waiting... Did they bring... No, they haven't brought Mega Slayer up on here yet. And, yeah. I like this new thing with the chicks over here waving these flags around. They're going nuts. Oh, yeah. If you see the lady on the bottom there in the gold, the monster there, that's the chick in the main... that's in Hell's Bells. She's the good singer there. Great singer. Definitely check it out. And then after the Awakening, I love the Awakening. It's like they're getting on, firing off on all cylinders, and they're doing a great, job with the whole thing. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. I love it. It helps kick off Fright Fest. They do a great job with that. And then you can take pictures with Mayor Slayer and his little horny girlfriend over here. You'll know what I mean when I talk about it. And then when you look at this picture, look at Mayor Slayer real quick. Tell me he doesn't look like Marilyn Manson. Look at this. Mayor Slayer is on the left. I'm next to him. Tell me he doesn't look like Marilyn Manson. Like that. And then if you look, Jeremy is right there next to me, and he's eating chicken fingers in the picture. His mouth is full of chicken fingers. Then on the end, you can see the horny girlfriend there. Little demon horny girlfriend. So yeah, that's all that stuff going on. So yeah, they so with all the shows and stuff, really good. The haunts, I'm gonna tell you right now, like Scare Zones, I think Demon District needs to finally get moved out of DC, whatever you want to call that. It's gonna become DC Universe where Superman is. I think Demon District should be put on that path, right? It should be put in the path, like the handicap accessible ramp thing there. Close off the stairs. Don't let anybody go down the stairs, and put Demon District there. It's like you're going through Demon District to get to Superman and Cyborg and Future Home is Supergirl. I think that would be perfect. It's wide enough. They could put all the stuff on the sides. People, people in wheelchairs and stuff that need it can go up it. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be cool. It just doesn't look right when you walk down the stairs and you see like the props and stuff for it, and they with the giant guy there, demon thing. Awesome props and stuff. Awesome. Great. Just wrong spot of the park. That's honest. Like, they could take that and just scatter it and then add a little bit more, add some more actors on the... Trust me. I think it would be amazing. I don't know if the park would be willing to do that. But that's what I think. Honestly, in my heart of hearts, I think that's what they should be working towards. I love Slaughter Hollow. I just love, it's different. It's not the Main Street Graveyard. It's new. Carnival, I think, is awesome. Undead Alley needs adding more props. Even though they did add these, like it looks like metal walls to kind of make it look like an alley. And I thought it was a nice touch, but it just seems like either they're taking all the props from these scare zones and putting them in the haunts to beef them up, and they're kind of just letting the scare zones be an afterthought, because they surely are. Like the entrances to the scare zones. Hey, we'll see you later, Jay. Hopefully you have a good night there. It's like the entrance to the scare zones are magnificent. They're done, and then once you get past it, it's kind of gets less and less. I don't know what they're going for in their scare zones. I don't know. That's really their weak spot. But when it comes to the haunts, the new Haunt Nightmare that was in the spot for Forgotten Laboratory, Total Darkness, this has been the best haunt in that spot. I mean, I love the story to it. I love each room. Like, thematically, it's done great. There was actors everywhere. I've never seen that haunt that full of actors. Like, it was on point. It even made Jessica and Danielle jump. That never happens. Not really in Six Flags. Like, it did great. Midnight Mansion had some awesome actors up until that dinner scene, and then after that, it was just like one. It was kind of light on actors. But the actors that were inside Midnight Mansion were... It's like they went and they hired a bunch of awesome actors, or they trained the hell out of them. Because this is the ongoing theme here. We did Slasher Circus. Now, everybody... I said it last week. I said it in the videos. I was getting tired of Slasher Circus. I was saying, get rid of Slasher Circus, or get rid of where Forgotten Laboratories and make it one big long haunt. Now, the haunts need to be long, yes. We know that. But, again, the actors made that haunt that much better, even though it's short. What they do is they have you, line up a group, give you the glasses, you go in, and there's another, 3 or 4 lines to wait. Well, we were on the one that was up against the wall, and they have one of them, one of the oldest tricks in the books. the drop down fake wood window to scare you, and there was a girl, this girl clown opens. She's like, "Dude, I'm Giggles. Who are you?" And I'm like, "I'm Josh." And then another one pulls up, and she's like, "Hee, I'm blah blah blah. Who are you?" And I was like, "I'm Giggles." And then she's like, "I know a Giggles." And then the first girl comes up, and she's like, "I'm Giggles. Hi, Giggles." And then like they kept yelling out names of people that were in the haunt, in our group. And like there was just actors everywhere, just everywhere. Like I've never seen that many in Slasher Circus ever. There was so many clowns. It was awesome. The only thing about Slasher Circus that I was disappointed about was, I don't know how many of you went through it, and I know you can watch the POV of it. We got it on YouTube. There's an elephant. It's one of these props that you can move the elephant and go like, you know what I mean? Like you can move the elephant head. They didn't have anybody moving it. I always loved when somebody was there moving the head. I know it's probably something stupid to think about, but I really loved the moving elephant head. I did. Just nobody was there to move the head. Now, we went to Aftermath, the zombie revenge haunt. Now, I don't really want to like take it out on the haunt as not being that good, because as soon as like they said to go, we go around the trucks, we start walking to get to the first big scene with zombies, and all of a sudden we're hearing the whistle blow. There was an emergency. Come to find out, somebody fell and got hurt. So they kept being medics and security, and then they were helping the person walk back, And I think because of that, it kind of like took everybody out, because we waited like 10 minutes around there or so before they let us start going. Because like the zombie had to sort of get out of character to stop you. There was a guy hiding in a ghillie suit, and he's like, "Nah, stop." And the zombie's like, "Stop," trying to say stop, but being in character. And so what are you going to, like, you can't, nobody can get scared or whatever when the guy's been standing there with you for 10 minutes. He didn't say a word. He just made sure we didn't go. And then once it was all clear, they gave us the okay to go. So it kind of like took it away, and it was kind of like it took even the actors out of the element. I'm not saying the actors did a bad job. I'm just saying I think because of that incident, it just kind of took the moment away from that haunt. Just saying. I would like to go through it again and hopefully not have that experience again. I'm not saying that it's Six Flags' fault. I'm just saying it was unfortunate. Somebody fell, they got hurt, and then that's what you got. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. I'm not even mad about it. I figured, like, I'm kind of over the zombie thing, and I'm saying this because I'm like, well, it wasn't a great experience. It wasn't total garbage, but I was kind of hoping for a little bit more. I mean, I didn't see a lot of actors in it. There were actors in it. But, yeah, it wasn't really... I think it was just that moment, that incident that kind of ruined it for me. And then we did the Twisted Tales, the Fairy Tales in the Wicked Woods that was added last year. The theming on it and all the fairy tales, awesome. Not a lot of actors, and that kind of sucks. Like, I was like, the first scene you come to is got to do with Pinocchio and Geppetto. And the puppet, the puppets are supposed to, nothing. Geppetto was there, but there was nobody moving the puppets, and that kind of sucked. Because I remember last year the puppets were moving, and all that, and it was great. Where they had the three little pigs, it was just a wolf with a chainsaw. There was no Snow White. There was a couple dwarfs. They had the queen. They had somebody for the the Headless Horseman area, which I really love that area. Like, I love that haunt. I've had a great experience in that haunt. And yeah, I'm at home. I don't even know who you are. Who are you, George Rucker? Of course, well, I'm at home. I'm at home, man. I'm at home. I won't be for long. But anyway, so it just seemed like Wicked Woods and the Fairy Tale one lacked actors, and I think if there were more actors, then I think the haunts would be. And what do you have that Devin doesn't have? What I think is if they added more actors to it, I think it would be awesome, because like the haunts that had like a lot of actors, the actors were going crazy, the actors were like doing a great job, and it was awesome. Now, yes, I go in a deeper thought process in the review and go into greater detail, but we did the Trick or Treat trail. I got that video too somewhere that I should put up, because that's kind of cool too. for the kiddies to see. Yeah, overall, I really enjoyed Fright Fest. To be honest, I really enjoyed it. A lot of people still say it sucks, and I, for those that have gone, I don't know how many of you have gone to Six Flags New England's Fright Fest. I know like Jay Kite has gone to Fiesta, Texas, but for those that have gone to Six Flags New England's Fright Fest and hate it, let me know why you hate it, or don't like it, or what do you find that's wrong with it? Am I not seeing something? Because I'm definitely not. I'm not sitting here shilling and trying to kiss the park's ass, because trust me, the park knows, and they've already seen my notes about Fright Fest. It's not as bad as like the last couple of years, but there were still things that I took issue with, and I made it a point to say, hey, look, here's the issue. This is what I think you could do to fix it at a minimal budget. I just gave them the answer. Whether or not they could tell me to go eat crap and go away and just ignore me for the rest of my life. Think about it. We all love our home parks. Whatever. It doesn't matter if it's Six Flags or Disney or Canopy or Kennywood or wherever it is. We all got love. We defend our home parks. Even when they're in the wrong, we'll be willing to admit that they're wrong and so on. And that's what I do. It's just because I care about the park and I want to see it do good. That's all. I mean, I don't think that's too bad to ask, right? I mean, I love Fright Fest. I know this. I mean, I've seen people have been messy, and I'm not going to sandbag them and say who it is, but there are people that are going that went last weekend and was like, Fright Fest sucks. Well, why does it suck? Now, I mean, when I say, you have to look at things from a different perspective. Is Fright Fest perfect? Hell no. I could think of plenty of other haunted attractions that blow Fright Fest away. You know what I mean? There's a ton out there that are way better than Fright Fest. But it doesn't mean that it's a total trash fest. They've stepped up on the shows this year. They stepped up with the haunts this year. Yes, they got to fix their, their scare zones, yes. They've got a ways to go, but they're actually starting to finally take that step in the right direction. Hopefully, if they just keep listening to me, we can get them in the right. And I totally get it, because a lot of people don't realize, and I've talked about this on the show, there's one head guy that's in charge of the summer shows, the Fright Fest, the holiday in the park. So that guy's spread all over the place. They only got an X amount of budget. It's not like, I mean, I don't know if you guys think like they've got like millions and millions and millions of dollars to spend on Fright Fest, because that's just not the case. Because if they did, you would have, put it this way, the money that they make on Fright Fest, I think they could potentially do the same kind of quality if they took all the Fright Fest ticket sales for the haunted houses and put it straight into that park's budget for Fright Fest, every year. They could potentially have theming like a Halloween Horror Nights or Fright Kingdom up here in New Hampshire, or you know what I mean? Like they could have like top of the line Fright Fest. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have a really top, and that's not what they do. That money, the money that goes to the tickets for the haunted houses, that just goes into the overall pool of Six Flags money. Not Six Flags New England or Six Flags Magic Mountain, whatever park. It just pools into the whole corporate Six Flags. So, and then Six Flags dictates how much money of a budget you're getting per year, and you do with that money with what you want to do. And if at the end of the year you have extra money that you have to spend, well then by all means go buy some stuff. Amp it up, change it up, something. But that's all up to, however, I don't know how they do things. I'm not that in with the Six Flags. Jason says, which Fright Fest is the best out of all the Six Flags? I honestly don't know, because I haven't done them all. I would like to. I've only been to 2 Fright Fest for Six Flags. I'm more of a go to separate non-park haunted attractions, because they're always better than the park attractions. But out of the 2 that I went to, I would say Six Flags America in DC is better than New England. I mean, based off of 2015. I don't know if it's the same. I don't know if it's different. I don't know if it got better or worse. But I will say that their Fright Fest was, like, theming was awesome. The haunts weren't too short. They had a great storyline that incorporated all the haunts to it. And I thought it was good. Now, Six Flags New England. Charles, I actually think that's going to be the new norm. I think they're starting to prepare the people for this. Like the people at the parks. I think that's going to happen. I mean, look at what they're doing with Magic Mountain. I mean, that's partly because of West Coast races and the issues of it's still not being open yet. Yeah, so I think you will start seeing that. You're going to start seeing more put into Fright Fest. I mean, Magic Mountain has more to lose in the Halloween sector if they don't step up their Fright Fest, because you got Knott's Berry Farm, you got Universal. I don't know what else out that way has like really good haunted attractions. I don't know of any other ones that are like really like good like that. But what I will say is, if Six Flags is smart, they would invest a good chunk of money on their Fright Fest and kind of make Universal Knott's Berry Farm quality. They got to, or they're gonna. That's not good for them if they got crap. I don't know what it's like out there, for Fright Fest currently. I mean, it could be awesome. I don't know. Here's my thing. I don't really, if I'm not going to it, I don't really like check it out. You know what I mean? I don't really care too much unless somebody is like, you gotta watch this. There are things that I go out and search, but like when it comes to like the haunts and stuff, what I do is I check out years past. Like if I know I'm going up, I don't want to know anything about, like what currently has. I don't want to be. It's like all the stuff for Halloween Horror Nights down in Orlando. I don't want to know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to just go and experience it. I mean, I saw a couple things. Like I saw the store. I saw a little like 30-second thing about House for Thousand Corpses at Halloween Horror Nights. And I saw a little bit of the scare zone for the Anarcade with those tall women on the stilts that are in those 80s kind of outfits, if you know what I mean. So I'll get to experience that next week. So, so I try to stay. It's like I don't want to get like spoiled. I rather just go check it out. Like I'll research different stuff. Like I'm still trying to find other haunted attractions outside of Disney or Universal or Fun Spot or Busch, like standalone, not in a park kind of atmosphere. That's what I'm trying to find. Yeah, didn't you say that it's Dark Horizons or something? There's something new in Orlando or something, or around there? I think, Jason, you were saying, is that a haunt pop-up thing or something? That popped up, whatever it is. I'll have to check it out. You have no idea for this trip. I'm leaving Tuesday, coming up. I haven't finished packing. I got to, charge cameras and stuff for this weekend, then get all my stuff ready for the trip. I'm so far behind. I'm going to work on that tomorrow. That's my tomorrow's agenda. I got everything hooked up to our Disney wristband thingies. I got that all set. So yeah, overall Fright Fest, I would say if you're gonna go to New England, I would check it out. Check out Fright Fest. Even if you don't go to New England, just check out a Fright Fest, and then you can let me know. What you think of it. Whatever your locals ones are. Check out the shows. Because you can watch Hell's Bells we watched it at 2:45. Then at 4 o'clock, we watched Midnight Uprising. So that way it wasn't interfering with our haunt experience. We got to see that. We got to see The Awakening. And then we were leaving. We saw the dance party thing. We did the haunts. We didn't really do the scare zones because we looked at them like, kind of thing. So, again, and I didn't see Mort's coffin sales thing. And if you're looking for Mort's used coffins, it's right in front of the Looney Tunes Emporium, right there, smack and dab in front of the gazebo at Six Flags New England. So you don't have to go to Crack Axle Canyon. Well, Tombstone Territory. That was another one that was like nothing in it for a scare zone. Very disappointed. It was like they kind of like forgot about scare zones this year. It was pretty sad. I should have took pictures so you could see how bad it was. Like, it was bad. I ain't gonna lie. I took one peek at it. I was like, what the hell is this? This is... Why even put the stuff up? It was that bad. I was like, why put it up? There's like nothing to it. You know? I don't know. I know it sounds bad, but I mean, let's all be honest. Like, it was like scare zones afterthought. Everything else was like on point this year. Like, I was... Six Flags New England, I give you a round of applause. They did a good job. I mean, was it perfect? No. But better than the last like 3-4 years, let me tell you that. Definitely better than the last 3 or 4 years. And again, if you don't like dancing shows, you won't like Midnight Uprising. Because I just recorded it. I'm like, I'm not really excited about it. But, you know, I recorded it so that you guys can watch it. Make your own opinion. Don't go by me because I don't like dance stuff. I know there's a lot of you people out there that like want to watch these people dance and get down and see monsters dance and get dirty and whatever. Hey, do your thing. Hey, don't do me no. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care one way or the other. All right, so let's. All right, so I'm glad that Jason's here because, like I said earlier in the show, he messaged me a video. I'm not going to play the video, but it's a scare actor scaring a kid. Right? So, the question of the day, I would say, of the week, would be, should scare actors take it easy on kids? Now, this little kid he must have been 1, 2, 3, whatever. I don't know how old he was. Or she, I don't know what it was. But, should scare actors jump out and scare little kids in a carriage? Now, before anybody answers the question, I'm going to tell you what I think about this. It's a good topic. It's a good discussion, a good debate for all of us to have. So, let me, and this is a good YouTube video to make. Now, the question is, should scare actors take it easy on kids? The answer is no. Not at all. I say no. And I'm going to tell you why. Halloween events, right? Haunted houses, Halloween Horror Nights, any of the places, right? Scary. Why should the scare actors have to go, oh, there's a little kid there, right? Why should they have to stop doing what they do because there's a little kid? If you don't want your little kid scared, don't bring your stupid little crappy brat to the park. Keep that little shit at home with a babysitter, or don't go. That's the way I mean, I don't know if there's controversy on it. I don't know if people are yelling and screaming about it. But let me tell you, if you're going to bring a little kid like that little craphead deserves everything he gets. If I was a scare actor, I would follow that little kid around and make him piss his pants. You know what I mean? Like, everything is posted outside the park, inside the park. Not recommended for under such and such of age. If you're an idiot parent that brings a kid that's under that age, and then you bitch because your little kid got crying and scared because of the monster, F you. Eat a bag of poop. I like to say a lot more things, but it's YouTube and whatever. But I'm telling you, don't take the little kids to Halloween Horror Nights. Don't take your little bratty kids to any Halloween event. Take your little crappy kid and take him over to Disney and let him go trick-or-treating. Now, nothing wrong with that because I'm doing that myself. Just wanted to put that out there. I can't wait to go trick-or-treating. You know what I'm saying? But if you're going to take your little kid, your little basket bundle of crap, and you're going to take it to the thing, I don't want to hear you bitch. Because you took your kid fully knowing that it's a scary event. Eat crap. Because if I was a scare actor, I would make sure your little kid had a heart attack. I know I'm probably not the best person to bring that up to the table, but let me tell you something. If I own a haunt, and someday I hope I do, and you bring your little crappy kid and you try to point the finger at me and go, you guys scared my kid, how dare you? All you're going to get is a middle finger in your face and told you to go eat crap because you're going somewhere scary. I mean, like I said, I didn't read anything. You know what I mean? I didn't read anything. I don't care. First of all, if you don't want to be scared, do not go to the events. You know, like the boo necklaces. Like, yeah, it's a great idea, whatever. And you know, if you take offense to this, then sorry. If you don't like being scared, right? If you don't like being, don't go. Why do we have to have a dumbed down experience because you're a wuss and you can't handle being scared and jumped at and boo and whatever? If you don't like it, don't go. Less people in the park for me, or less people at the attraction for me. Yeah, people like to go. People like to scream. You know, they get it out. They have fun. I love those people. I love listening to people scream and have them pee their pants and whatever. I love that. I've seen so many people pee their pants at haunts and run and scream, practically have heart attacks. I love those people. It's okay to be scared. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the idiots that complain when they took their kid. Because, like, I remember when Jeremy was, like, I want to say he was, like, 4 or 5 years old, something like that. And it was just a me and him day. And I asked him before we went to Six Flags, I'm like, hey, it's Fright Fest. You know, like me and Jeremy at that time, he couldn't really go on rides and stuff. You know, he was little. He couldn't go on big rides. Devin was bigger. He could go on bigger rides. So every once in a while, we would take, there were days I would take just Devin, and there was days I would take just Jeremy, and there was days we would both go. You know, both kids would go. So one time, Jeremy's like, he wanted to go to Six Flags. He was 4 or 5 years old, somewhere around there. And I remember, you know, he's like, all right, we're going to do it. So we did Wicked Woods first. And I remember when they had the area with the tunnel and the chainsaw and all that. And Jeremy came barreling out of there, and he left his shoe behind because of the chainsaw guy. And he tripped and fell. And, you know, the people at Six Flags were looking at me like, you're taking this little kid through. It's not really recommended. I said, look, because they asked me like, oh, no. I'm like, no, do not dumb down the experience because he's little. I said, he wants the experience that I get when he's not around. Do it. So, you know what I mean? Like, they were like, all right, cool. Like an example, that for those that watch that Fairtown movie that I keep talking about because I love it, just because, you know, extreme fears, they're touching you, coffins and stuff. The owner told me that night before we went through, it was a 3-4-year-old. The kid brought parents brought a 3-4-year-old inside that Fairtown haunt during extreme night. And the actors were going, what do we do? He said, hey, just do what you do to everybody else. And that's what they did. They treated that little kid like they did me or you or anybody else. The kid got thrown in coffins. He got touched with the chainsaw. He got tied up. He got told to be quack like a duck and all that other stuff. So yeah, that's what happened. You know, it's cool. Like, you know what I mean? The parents didn't complain about the little kid being scared. But if you are going to bring a bratty little crappy kid to any haunted attraction, whether it's at an amusement park, you know, one that's just an attraction, it's not at a park, you know, whatever, you have no right to complain when your kid is crying and practically, you know, like traumatized. That's just too bad for your kid. Don't bring your kid. If you think your kid can't handle it, or you don't want your kid to get the, don't be wheeling your little crappy kid, your little bundle of farts, and rolling them through whatever haunted attraction it is. You know? Yeah, they pay for that experience. It's what they want. If you don't want your kid, you know, traumatized or scared, don't bring them. Either you stay home because you can't get a babysitter, or call 1-800-BABIES-R-US sitters and go have them babysit your kid or send them to your mother's house or your brother's house or whatever and go have fun. If not, stay home. Don't go. Because I'm sure there's going to be some controversy and everybody's going to be pitchforks and torches. And I'm going to go, you know what? Oh, yeah, they definitely use them as tools at haunt. I'm telling you right now. I was telling Jessica yesterday, I said, I wish I had money to open a haunt right now. I said, my haunt would be the most craziest haunt out there. It would be like Fairtown Extreme Fairs all year long, but crazier. Crazier. Like, it would have to be like an 18-plus haunt. Like, nobody under that. Like, it would be crazy. It would be the best, craziest, scariest haunted house on the planet. And I came up with a cool concept that I'm not willing to share because I don't want nobody to steal it. But I came up with a brilliant thing for my haunted house. I can't release that. I can't release that information. I don't want that on the internet. You know, everything lives on the internet forever. Somebody would find it and go, I'm stealing that. Because what I've thought of, no haunt has done it yet. And I'm not going to say what it is, but no haunt has done it yet. I've checked. Hey, what's up, Theme Park New England? Hey, Theme Park New England, how about that Canopy Lake finally getting season passes, buddy? That's crazy. But yeah, so in any case, don't bring a kid to a haunted attraction, especially if you and your kid can't handle that kind of thing, or boo-hoo, you're pushing your kid in a stupid stroller and he gets scared. I wish that actor made the kid pee all over his mother. That would be funny. It would. I'm being honest. I don't care if anybody thinks I'm a dick, but look, that's how I honestly feel. I got to make a video about it so I can talk about it for like an hour in a video, and then everybody can just like go off. It'll be awesome. Oh, I hear a dog coming. It's Peanut the dog. Peanut don't want to leave now. Oh wait, he's leaving. See you later, Peanut the dog. That would be... Actually, there used to be a haunt at the water park in New England back in the day. They used to use the lazy river. This is before, like, Fright... I don't know how long ago... I don't know if Six Flags owned the park yet or if it was still Riverside days. But there used to be a haunt inside the lazy river. I know at Busch Gardens at Williamsburg, they use their Rapids ride as, like, one of those bayou things. Hi. 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 Bye.
Come on, Peanut. Come on. Come on.
You gonna go with mommy? There you go. Go with mommy. Go run. But yeah, so I know that. I don't know of any other haunts that you utilize like the Rapids rides in lazy rivers. Because I know, like, you know, like on the Rapids rides when they have like the belts and those pipes and stuff that you can see in the water as you're going over to help make the rapids, they put boards over that so you can walk over that so you're not like tripping and stuff. They really go through it. But if you go to Busch Gardens in Williamsburg in Virginia, they use their Rapids ride as a haunt. New England doesn't do that now, so I think it'd be cool. I mean, they used to use the water park. Like, I know the entrance of the water park, and they had to go through. I know. How cute. I think Jessica just wanted to just show up on the video, I think. She was like, oh, I wanted people to recognize me. Nobody recognizes me. I'm not as cool as Josh. No, I don't know. I haven't really seen her all day. She went out to the mall with Alyssa and her mommy. So she let me be. I had videos to edit. I'm trying to get all this stuff done so before the trip. So she let me be, and she went out and she went shopping. Not with my credit cards, though. Yeah, oh, so your Six Flags uses the Rapids ride line as a haunt. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, Nightmare Island. It's a lazy river back in 04. All right, so Six Flags did own it. It was probably just before they started Fright Fest. I don't remember what year Fright Fest started at Six Flags New England. I don't remember that. Not at all. So anyway, so again, you're going to see videos come out this week because we're almost done, but I need you guys, before everybody starts disappearing and leaving, we're going to talk about Florida, and I need the input from you guys. So, you know, plus having an agenda for the Florida trip really helps me, like, have extra fun. And I'll explain that in a minute. But, all right. So before we go, we're going to talk about Florida. And then I'll need your input on things. I'm going to tell you what we're doing, and then you guys tell me things you want to see, like live on Facebook or live on Twitter. You want me to take pictures of stuff, video of stuff, whatever it is. Just let me know as I start talking about it, because, like I said, I know a lot of people can't get the time off of work, can't afford to go, maybe just don't want to go alone or whatever. So what I like to do is I try to, like, do live stuff. It's not to rub in anybody's face. It's just so that if like, I know, like, some of my family members are like, I can't afford to go, but they enjoy when I do live videos because they get to see, even though not there, but they get to see what otherwise they would never get to see. So, I try to make sure that I record as much as I can, because people like to see the park, especially if they've never been. Maybe they're trying to think of, do I really want to go there? Is this an event for me? So on and so forth. So, Tuesday we're going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So you got the Halloween parade, the Halloween fireworks. There's that Hocus Pocus show. There's trick-or-treating. I know there's live actors inside Pirates of the Caribbean. What is it? Space Mountain Totally in the Dark. There's something with the Laugh Factory thing, with the Monsters Inc. laugh floor. Wasn't there something else, some other ride or something? I can't remember. Jason, you would probably know better than I would. Yeah, that would be cool. I always thought about this, Jason, speaking of what you're talking about. I know it's getting off Florida topic here, but I've always wanted to open something like a Great Wolf Lodge, but only it's a haunted theme, like all year round. It's you know what I mean, like all the time. It's Halloween 365. And you could throw Easter in, and Christmas, Thanksgiving, St. Patrick's Day, whatever. And you could have different things. Like, take a Great Wolf Lodge. Hey, no problem, Jay, man. No problem. And then, hey, Jay, before you go, if you see any, if you see me at a thing, don't, yeah, the castle show is special to the event. So, again, like I said, if there's something at Mickey's Not So Scary that you want to see, I can go live on Facebook or Twitter. Most of the people, when I go live, nobody ever watches on Twitter. Let's be honest. One person might watch for like a half a second and go, this is stupid or whatever, which is weird, but they just don't care. Facebook, that's usually where I get all my viewers at, is on Facebook when I go live, or if I'm doing like this. So, but yeah, what's the question, Jason? Oh, what was the question? Oh, what was the question? The question is, what are the things that you guys want me to cover while I'm in Florida that you want me to see, like, go live? Because, like, somebody brought up earlier that, if you weren't watching earlier, that every year, like the last 2 years, 3 years, when I would go to, like, Mickey's Christmas party, I would ride It's a Small World and just trash talk the ride, because I can't stand that ride. But the people I'm with love to ride the ride. I hate that ride. So, and Jessica wants to ride it, so we're going to ride it. And then usually I go on Facebook Live and I just, I sing along to the song and make it a very bad song. And then I just record it and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. I mean, the cool thing about Disney is, as long as you have cameras strapped to you properly, you can record basically on everything. You don't even have to ask. You could just do it. So I'm gonna do it on Pirates. I'm gonna do it on everything that I possibly can. Especially now knowing what I knew and I didn't think I knew, about the Disney video. I never asked. I never looked. I'm just like, oh, whatever. And then I tried to be sneaky, but I was never being sneaky because you're allowed to. I thought I was like being like a bandit, you know, like trying to sneak a video or something, you know. That would be cool. You know what? I've never done that. I will. So Jason, I don't know if you follow us on SFNEOnline's Facebook. It's just facebook.com/SFNEOnline. Yep, it's just, hang on, I can put it on the screen. Hang on. Is this it? No, that's that one. That's that one. It's that right there. That says, if you go to that, exactly, it just /SFNEOnline. Nothing funky. No underscores, no nothing. If you follow us there, that's where all the live stuff is going to go. And, I'll definitely go live. I mean, I don't know what time. I'm probably not going to, like, give a heads up. It's just going to be at random, so you may catch it, you may not. I don't know how that's going to work. But those that don't know, you can follow us on Twitter, too, at SFNEOnline. And if you want to, like, check out the website and you can see the forums, go there. And then you're watching the YouTube channel, but if you haven't subscribed, shame on you. We're 10 away from 800. Let's get us there. It's all up to you, and you, and you, and you. And that guy over there to the left, you. I see you over there. You're not subscribed, so you better just subscribe. If not, your mommy's going to spank you for not doing it. So that's going to be... Oh, you don't have Facebook? Damn. Yeah, I mean... Oh, that sucks. You know, there's a lot of times I wish I didn't have Facebook. There's so much. I will say, if you do a good purge on it and you block a lot of stuff, your Facebook experience becomes amazing. I've done that. Like, put it this way, I block so much stuff. I don't know when there's a war going on. I don't know when there's a mass shooting. People start talking. I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't see anything happen. I never hear nothing. It's beautiful. Like, it used to be, like, Facebook is so toxic that it was making me depressed. Yeah, I'm crying about the prices. I mean, I put them on my credit card. It's going to take me a long time to pay for that off, you know, my credit cards, but I don't know how long it's going to take, but I was just like I said before, this was, like, Jessica's always wanted to go to Disney for Halloween. She's always wanted to go to Halloween Horror Nights, and Alyssa's never been. So this is like a 1-2 punch. Where, like, I'll just put it on the credit cards. It's only money. I can make more money. It might take me a long time to clear that off my credit card, but you know what? At the end of the day, I'm going to die with debt. Whatever, you know, my $50, I'll probably die with in my pocket when I'm old. At the end of the day, at least I can just say, you know what I mean? I just had some fun. That's all it is. So anyway, so that's Tuesday. Wednesday, we're doing Hollywood Studios. I'll probably do, like, live from Star Wars. I know everybody has seen Star Wars Land. It's been done to death. But I'm going to do it as me walking in there for the very first time, showing my reaction to what it looks like. I mean, I know what it looks like, but it's different when you're there. You know what I mean? I know it's different for people that aren't there, but I'm gonna do it and show what I did. And in worst cases, I have my own footage and experience of what's going on, and that's cool too. So you can either watch it, you can be like, I've seen this 100 times. You can see me Star Wars nerd out, you know, because I did pay for the crazy lightsaber experience for me and the two boys. So that's another thing I'm gonna cry about, my credit card. So, yeah, I mean, that's why I just block out all the toxic Facebook stuff. No news, nothing. Not local, not foreign, nothing. I see nothing. Anything that pops, I see nothing. New 2020, coming summer, new ride at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. Yeah, you guys are getting that jungle spinning mouse, well, the mouse ride. I mean, it looks cool. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie about the Discovery Kingdom ride. Looks cool. Yeah, but that's all right. I'll just go whenever it. I don't know if we've talked about this, but there's a rumor going around that Rise of the Resistance, even in Orlando, the date's getting pushed back. But Disney doesn't want to say anything because they're going to lose all their bookings, for the hotels and stuff. So they might do a, "Oops, sorry, we didn't know." You know, they haven't this. From what I'm hearing, I don't know. I think I said this last time. I think they might be having problems. They might be just people that are just trashing because Galaxy's Edge isn't all like old school Star Wars, not the original trilogy. So they're all crybaby, whatever, and they just go, "Nope, it's a failure. It's a this. It's a that. It's trash. It sucks. There's no Luke Skywalker. There's no Han Solo. There's no Darth Vader. There's no nothing." So I don't want to go, "Oh, by the way, Rise of the Resistance is broken. It's never going to open. They're having all these troubles. I don't know what's real, what's not. I haven't heard nothing. Hey, peace out, Jay." So if it opens, cool. If it don't, I'll go when it opens. I just want to experience what it is. I want to do the lightsaber thing. I know I couldn't get a reservation for Cantina, but that's all right. I'm going to... what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the morning, go do Toy Story Land, do the Toy Story Rise in the morning, and then go do the rest of the park, and then at night, go do Star Wars Land. I want to go see the Indiana Jones stunt show, the Muppets, that Muppets attraction. I want to do the Toy Story Land stuff. I want to go do the Tower of Terror and Aerosmith and all that other hunky-dory, go-lucky stuff. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what's real and what's fake. There's just like this small group of YouTubers and stuff that I see that all they do is, no matter what they say, they just trash Star Wars because it's not. They didn't like how it came out. I'm probably in the minority. I love Force Awakens, and I like Last Jedi. I mean, was it? It didn't really feel like a Star Wars movie. It just kind of felt weird, but I still liked it. I didn't hate it. Here's the problem that I see with these people that are just trashing it. They're all on this. They think it's all about inclusion, identity politics. They're doing that war man thing or whatever. And I mean, in a sense, I agree that these new sets of characters, they're not developed like you have Luke and Han and Princess Leia and, what I mean, like all those other characters. You bought into it. And I don't feel that way with the new ones, but I still like the movies. So I'm excited to see it. I want to see that show thing with Kylo Ren. I'm kind of like growing on, he's kind of growing on me. It's weird. I don't know why. It's like I hated him. He's like one of them little millennial brat kids. My mommy and daddy don't love me, so I'm going to destroy the earth or destroy the universe, kind of thing, But I mean, I get it. They're trying to say it's all about women. I really don't care. I just don't really care about the characters as much as I do the original. But I'm not throwing Star Wars under the bus, going, "Oh, it's not the original trilogy, so F you." I'm not doing that. I just want to enjoy it. So if there's anything from Hollywood Studios that you want, us to do, show, by all means, if there's something that you really, really want to see from Hollywood Studios, let me know. And then that's Wednesday. So Thursday we're doing Volcano Bay. So if there's anything from Volcano Bay you want to see, I'm telling you right now, I am not climbing them damn stairs to go to the top of the volcano for the water slides. Ain't doing it. Did it. Already did it. I'm too fat for them stairs. So I'm not. But I'm going to do everything else in the water park. I love that water park. That's great. And then the Friday we're doing Halloween Horror Nights. We got the RIP tour. So that's going to be awesome. And then that's Friday. Then the Saturday we're doing both fun spots. And I think I'm going to make a stop at Madame Tussauds at the Orlando Eye. Or Icon, whatever the hell you want to call it now. They can't make up their mind. And I am going to check out the James Bond stuff. Jessica wants to get all hot and bothered over Aquaman. So that's what we're going to do there. So if there's anything out of, Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Volcano Bay, Halloween Horror Nights, fun spot. But when we say Magic Kingdom, we're talking Mickey's Not So Scary. So I'm probably not going to live stream everything, but I'll definitely do live stream like the Haunted Mansion. I will definitely record the parades, the fireworks shows, the castle show, and then, upload them and put them up so you guys can watch them. I might like live stream. Maybe I'll live stream the parade. I'm either going to live stream the parade or the fireworks. Because it's always tough to like get a good spot for the castle show. It's really tough because I've tried that before and it was really tough. Yeah, I seen that. It's in that comment about George Lucas not happy about Disney with the new movies. They I guess in Bob Iger's biography that came out, he was talking about when George Lucas was selling Star Wars, that George Lucas had wrote, the draft for the movies that were coming out, the new trilogy, and Bob Iger would not commit to using it. He would be brought on as a consultant. They would promise that they would, use his input, and they went in a direction, and George Lucas didn't like that direction. And originally, the Galaxy's Edge was supposed to be all themed to the original trilogy. And last minute, Iger pulled the plug on it and put the new stuff in. I don't know why. I mean, I kind of wish that they did the original trilogy just to kind of get people in the door and excited about it, and then you could expand and add on. Then you could do the prequel trilogy, and then you could do the sequel trilogy. I think they did it wrong in that sense, but what it is, from what I've seen, I think I'm going to enjoy it. I think I'm going to get kind of immersed, sucked into it, and enjoy it. And I'm going to take each and every one of you, through the videos and live streams, along for the ride. That's what's going to happen. You're going to come along for the ride with me. So there's a lot of theories that Pixar will make a Cars 4. I mean, if they do, good for them. I loved Cars 1. Cars 1, I absolutely adored that movie. I thought it was fantastic. I watched the second one. I liked it, but I didn't love it anywhere near as the first one. Then I kind of 3 came out. I was like, I don't care anymore. Like, they kind of lost me with that whole spy thing. It was like the first Cars movie had such a great story. Like you were buying into it. You were enjoying the character. Like, you got into it. So, I mean, if they can... I mean, I heard 3 was way better than 2. But if you can get 4 to come back down to earth into that... like the first... I mean, you're never going to duplicate it. But get close to the first Cars movie, So, what about tomorrow, George Rucker? Yeah, I mean, they should have did 2. They should have never done identical, Jason. They should have did new trilogy at Disneyland and original trilogy. Yeah, why didn't they do that? And then maybe do the prequels in Paris or something. They could have. But you know what I think is going to happen? Hey, what's up, Costa Fan 90? Jason, in my heart of hearts, I think they're going to kind of start bringing in some of the original trilogy stuff to Galaxy's Edge. I really do. I think they'll probably try and do some kind of expansion and bring that in there to suck people in. They spent well over $1 billion on each park, and it wasn't a hit because a lot of people wanted the original trilogy. Or right now they're just waiting for Rise of the Resistance to open. I think that's what they're waiting on. I'm sure it was a mixture of expensive tickets, everything not open, and it's just stores right now, really, for the most part, besides the Millennium Falcon ride. So people are kind of like, I'll wait. So I think with that, I think they're gonna start. If after Rise of the Resistance that the attendance doesn't pick up, you watch what they're gonna do to get people back into that Star Wars land. It's gonna cost them money, but they're gonna do it because they don't want that thing to be a flop. It's kind of like how California Adventure was. It was a flop, and then all of a sudden they brought it back. So they're gonna have to do that with Star Wars Land. You know, every single one of us that are watching that had any interest in the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, like, oh, that thing's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be busy, and it's not. My friend that just moved down to Florida was like, "This is the time to go. Nobody's going." It is a big money grab, and I think they should have did it. You don't need to have all these duplicates. Like, I can understand, like, you know, like Ratatouille coming in at Epcot. Most people are not traveling to France. And the same thing with Tron. Most people are not traveling to Shanghai. I'm not driving. I'm not going. I don't think I'll ever make it to Shanghai. I don't think I'll ever make it to anywhere in Asia, just because I don't want to be on the plane that long. Europe, I could see. You know, like, I'm just no Asia for me, man. No way. So, like, I can understand, like, bringing Ratatouille, bringing Tron over. I can understand that stuff. But, like, in the United States, you want people to go to your parks. Hey, have a good one, George. Hopefully you're eating something good. Hopefully something delicious. But again, like I said, if Disney was smart, you would have, like you said, one would be the original trilogy or a prequel trilogy, and then you have the other one, the new trilogy. I mean, there's no other way around it. That's what they should have did. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. And they didn't. But, yeah, so again, like I said, quickly before we leave, if there's anything you want to see, you message me on Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Send me an email. Send me a pigeon. If you see something, or if you see that I'm at a certain park or something, you're like, hey, can you check out blah, blah, blah? Let me know. So we're doing Mickey's Party, and Sean, if you're still listening, we're leaving Tuesday coming up. And with the day we land, we go to Mickey's Not So Scary Party. Then the following day, Hollywood Studios. So next Wednesday, Hollywood Studios. Then the next Thursday, Volcano Bay. Then Friday, Halloween Horror Nights and Universal. And then we're going to go to the fun spots. Now, just so you know, excuse me, there will be no Grove Show next week. Just because I'll be in Florida. What I'm trying to do is edit a whole bunch of videos to keep you guys going while I'm gone. I might make, like, you know how I do like a Grove Show after hours kind of Grove Show I might record this week. I got a couple funny ideas I want to try out. It might be like an experimental video to see your reaction to it, if you like it. So, who knows? But there's plenty of Fright Fest videos coming out all week, all the way up to Monday. And we got some haunt stuff to edit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to edit it by the time before I leave. I'll find out. I might be able to. I might be able to get some videos out, some reviews to put up on the Hauntapalooza channel. So, because one of the haunts is letting us film the whole thing, but we can't release the whole thing until the haunt closes for the season. And then we're going to do some behind the scenes and do a review and all that stuff. So that's going to be cool. And then we're doing Demented FX, 13th World, and Ravenwood this weekend. So we shall see. Oh yeah, I should definitely do that. Yeah, because I got to try the blue and the green milk. Yeah, see, Jason, you're thinking outside the box. You're thinking outside the box, and I like it. It's not a typical, hey, show me. Oh, they got an actual R2-D2 droid rolling. Oh, I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I saw that. Charles, to answer your question there about the stepping down, somebody has to take the fall. It's definitely not going to be Bob Iger. It's not going to be that Bob Goldcathwaite, whatever his name, Bob Cokehead, whatever he is. Somebody's got to take the fall. It's just how it is. And the person that's going to take the fall is that person. They probably told her, sorry. They're probably going to give her a nice going away package. And then if she wants to get a job somewhere else, they'll give her a thumbs up. Somebody has to take the fall. Bob Iger ain't. The other guy that's ahead of all the development of that stuff, that Bob whatever. that guy, he's not. They're not gonna make him take the hit. So who's the next? And then they eliminated her job, like that job title. It's gonna be somebody else, some other title or something. So yeah, that's what happened. So what do I think? I think the Canopy Pass season pass is good. Sean, I think it's a good. It's actually I think it's cheap. I think the Canopy Lake Pass is cheap. Like it should be more money. Because for some like Sean, for someone like you, if you went there tomorrow, or, like the weekend, and you paid the $159 for the Platinum Pass, you go more than 4 times a year already. Right? I don't know how many times a year you go, but if you paid $159 for that pass for yourself, you'd be going every weekend. Because you want to make sure you get the one without the blackouts. You'd be going every weekend. You'd be loving life. Think all the content you can make going every weekend. When you're not working. It'll be crazy. Like, it's going to be great for the park. They're going to make money hand over fist. That's smart. Yeah, they eliminated the position at Star for Disney Parks because she was in charge of the American parks in Paris. She was like the president of it. So stupid what they did. I get it. Somebody takes the fall. That lady, unfortunately, was the one to take the fall. You know who needs to get the boot? It needs to be that Kathleen Kennedy chick. That's the head of Lucasfilm. She needs to go. Like I said, I don't hate the new Star Wars. I hate what she's doing with it. But I don't hate him. I enjoy him. I like Star Wars. But I think if they got rid of her, things might be a little different. And then I heard, what's his name? Ryan Johnson ain't getting a trilogy now, even though they said he was. But I heard he's not getting a trilogy. The guys from Game of Thrones are getting to do the trilogy, which should be interesting. But, all right, I'm going to get going. If you happen to see me at a haunt near you this weekend, say hi. If not, you will see me going live for sure next week at the parks. So remember, Mickey's, we'll start with Tuesday before we go. Tuesday from 4 p.m. to midnight is Mickey's Not So Scary. So we'll probably go live during that. So we'll definitely do Haunted Mansion on Facebook. We will definitely do the, what do you call it? The parade. I would definitely do those two live. The rest I'm just going to film on my cameras. That way I don't have to worry about uploading it to my computer because it sucks. It's so slow. It takes forever. And I know that parade is going to be a huge file, but I'm willing to do it. Because that parade's cool. That's the best thing I think about it. The show is okay too. The fireworks, I know it's different this year, but when I went in 2015, the fireworks at the castle sucked. Hey, Jason, if you're around anytime while I'm gone, man, let me know. Because I know you live down there, so if... oh, yeah, I'm not doing Planet Coaster today, but I am definitely doing Planet Coaster tomorrow. And then I'll definitely do it Monday. This weekend I'm doing haunts, and during the day I got to edit videos and stuff. So tomorrow I'm definitely doing Planet Coaster, and Monday before I go. So if you want to chit-chat and hang out, you see me live doing Planet Coaster, make sure you come. If not, remember Tuesday between 4 p.m. and 12 a.m. we'll go live on Facebook. So make sure you be a peeping Tom and check it out. So anyway, I will see you guys when I return or whatever stream thing we do. Thanks for watching on making the 200th episode awesome. And I will see you guys soon. Till next time, everybody, keep on coasting, y'all. Peace!